Edna Dame Edna is, of course, ladies and gentlemen, our Australian guest this week. I don't know if you've been watching I'm a Celebrity. Does that give us a fair idea of what your fabulous country is like?
Well, darling, it's a beautiful country, and we eat a lot of antidepressants in Australia. Did you know that? We hold the world's record.
Really?
I started it off. Look how happy I am.
Well, let me assist. There you are. That's shameless. That's shameless. Dame Edna.
Hello, Johnathan, darling.
Come and take a seat. Look
Please
how splendid.
sit down.
Wow.
And isn't it sad that that wonderful reception was really engineered? Because there's a person called a warm-up, isn't there? And he tells them to overreact. But it's lovely to be here at London Weekend Television. That's what it used to be called.
When you had your show here, of course, you dominated this place.
My show was groundbreaking, Johnathan.
It was marvellous.
And I'm feeling so happy to be here
Well,
on
it's
your
so...
show.
We're happy you're
And
back
your
in the...
popularity. Your popularity is hard to believe, really, but it is. It's deserved, Johnathan. It is. It's
Well,
deserved.
thank you. From you, that means so much.
He's a nice person.
I'm...
He wears a tie. Isn't that a refreshing thing?
Thank you.
A man with a tie.
You like that?
My husband was buried with a tie.
Really?
Very little else but a tie.
It's so lovely to have you back in the country. Where do you stay when you're in the UK? Do you have a place over here, or do you rent? What do you do?
I have a friend. A lovely woman, elderly. I can't say who it is. She occasionally wears a crown. And she lives in quite a comfortable, detached home in the Mall. And if you stand opposite Buckingham Palace and look to the right, you'll see a little window. And if you have binoculars, you'll see in that window. And there's a mug with a toothbrush in it. And that is my toilet. It is. And I've got a key. I've got my own shelf in her fridge. I'm very, very comfortable there. And I'm not meant to say any of this.
No. Well,
but you're so persuasive.
Hey, Dame Edna's currently on tour, ladies and gentlemen. The new show, the current show...
You don't have to plug my show, Johnathan. You really don't.
I would like to. I want people to see you live, because in the flesh...
No, in the flesh. You're seeing me, viewers, on television. I'm lovely. But on stage, in my own stage show, at the Palladium Theatre, I'm something else.
It's quite interesting, because this is it's a new stage in your life. You've sort of turned your back on celebrity culture, it seems.
Celebrity culture? Look at celebrities. Who are they? Tomorrow's non-entities, really. I've never been a celebrity. I'm a legend, an icon, if you will. But not a celebrity. I think it's almost an insult to be called a celebrity.
It wasn't intended.
I've never heard you called a celebrity.
No, of course not. You've become more spiritual, though. You seem to have blossomed.
I am. I went to an ashram. I was putting on weight. I put it back on, actually. But I did go. I was very worried. I was a little bit depressed, too. Oh, really? And I was eating, overeating. As a matter of fact, I was eating pasta, a lot of pasta, in bed. Eating pasta in bed. I'd have gnocchi about 5 times a night. And, you know, people at home will understand what I'm saying. And you always got to think of the viewer. And I went to an ashram in India. Do you know what an ashram is?
I think so. It's like a place of spiritual growth and worship.
Yes, it is.
It's like a school, almost.
It's like a caravan park for the soul. And I went to this ashram in India. And I met a person there. I met a young man.
Wow. A new romance?
He looked after me beautifully, gave me lovely massages. I can feel his little fingers.
This is Wahan, is that
Wahan,
Wahan?
which is Balinese for Wayne. And I'd like you to meet him. Where is he?
Where's Wahan? There's Wahan.
Oh, bring me a glass of water, will you, Wahan? Look, isn't he adorable,
Well,
Possums?
he's a younger man
lovely.
than I thought I would see you with.
I'm a bit of a cougar.
Well, here's Wahan. Okay.
Oh, what's that? It's a smoothie. It's a isn't he adorable?
Lovely, what a lovely young man.
You can go back now, go. Oh, please. Duduk, duduk. You see, did you hear me? I've become fluent with his tongue. I have.
Hey, let me ask you about your children, though, before we...
I thought the interview was over.
No, it's not over. Because I know Kenny. Does Kenny still design your fabulous outfits, your son, Kenny?
He does. Kenny, my son. He's a wonderful boy. He's the Vivian Westwood of Australia. He's a star. He designed this lovely frock and many other things of mine. My other children have been a bit of a disappointment, Johnathan. And that's not amusing, I'm afraid.
Well, there's your daughter, is it Val May?
Val May. Shoplifting was her downfall. She was born with the gift of the grab. And she was always looking for the 5-finger discount. You know, when I started becoming successful, as you will find when you... I learned something. Put your family last. Don't let them.
Yeah.
Don't let them inhibit you.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's better for us to neglect them. And I've always put my career first. Well, not that I call it a career, really. I don't call this a show.
It's so lovely to see you here again, and really, if you've never had the experience and you've enjoyed a little this evening, to see Dame Edna live, you have to go and see Dame Edna.
Say it, I'll say it.
I'm...
Come and see me at the Palladium, Possums, because I've saved my best self for that event. Now, we've got to wind this interview up somehow.
Okay, you
And
know...
by the way, this is just absolutely disgusting.
Oh, poor Wahan. It's like you're kicking the poor fella, sort of virtually
He's
here.
fine. He takes it because he's lucky to be living in England at the moment. But I just want to thank you all at home and in the studio for having me at your place tonight, and my special guest, Johnathan Ross.
That's the way to go. Don't make your average, ladies and gentlemen. We have the bloody old life right here. We are. This is for you. Of course.
Lovely.
Of course. Not so beautifully wrapped.